नमस्कार। मैं सीए मनमोहन जिंदल, रजिस्टर्ड वैल्यूअर इन सिक्योरिटी एंड फाइनेंशियल एसेट्स। आई वर्कed 30 years in Syndicate Bank, some years in Canara Bank, and having a vast knowledge of banking system. So we shall discuss today what are the four bankers are working in India, needed in India for the future growth and sustainability of the Indian banking. So, for bankers, so we can see that in India, banking is not an easy task. Banking is very vast, complex, and a responsibility to serve 140 crores Indian civil citizens residing at diverse geography. Banks have to serve the various type of customers like individuals, companies, firms, trust, even government also. To meet the expectations and working needs of the customers, various types of banking are working in India, like public sector bank, private sector bank, foreign bank, small finance bank, local area banks, cooperative banks, and so many other types of bank to serve the citizens of India. बैंकिंग सेक्टर को रिजर्व बैंक ऑफ इंडिया रेगुलेट करता है और गाइड करता है, डायरेक्ट करता है. Banks contains four type of qualities, characteristics to serve better the Indian customers. तो ये चार टाइप के कस्टमर क्या हैं? नंबर वन, एथिकल बैंकर, सस्टेनेबल बैंकर, फ्यूचर बैंकर और डिजिटल बैंकर. एथिकल बैंकर प्रायोरिटाइज फेयरनेस, इंटीग्रिटी एंड रिस्पॉन्सिबल बैंकिंग प्रैक्टिस. Every service is standardized, competitive, reasonable charges, etc., etc. They ensure that financial activities adhere to high moral and ethical standards. So they avoid investment in harmful industries like tobacco, arms, explosive, promote financial inclusion by supporting underprivileged or unprivileged sections of the society, following fair lending practices, and avoiding predatory lending. Maintain transparency, accountability in financial dealings. So ethical banking is very critical to create public trust in financial institutions, because trust is the foundation of any bank. If public trust is there, bank will there. If trust is not there, bank will not there. The Reserve Bank of India has to emphasize the governance and ethical practices in India, like Fair Practice Code for lenders, Fair Practice Code for NBFCs, Fair Practice Code for housing finance company, Fair Practice Codes of microfinance company. Banks commitment towards customers, बैंक क्या क्या कमिट करता है वो भी एक चार्ट के थ्रू कस्टमर्स को प्रोवाइड किया जाता है. कोड ऑफ कंडक्ट फॉर द बैंकर्स, दो nowadays some banking frauds and rising NPAs are the challenge for the bankers to address. Another is sustainable banker. A sustainable banker integrates environmental, social, and governance principles into banking operations, called ESG. Nowadays, ESG is in the buzzword and it is very, very required for the sustainable of the planet. So here banks have to do or bank need to do green banking, financing projects that supports renewable energy, reducing carbon footprints, social responsibility, banking services contribute to the social welfare or long-term value creation so that investing in a business that balance profit and sustainability. Some companies are though generating profits but harming to the environment. They create pollutions. सो इस टाइप की कंपनीज जहां एक तरफ 2 रुपए प्रॉफिट कमा रही हैं तो 200 रुपए का एनवायरमेंट को नुकसान कर रही हैं, तो उसके लिए सस्टेनेबल बैंकर को भी ध्यान देना है कि ऐसी इंडस्ट्रीज को फाइनेंस ना किया जाए. इंडिया हैज कमिटेड net zero emissions by 2070. Sustainable banking is very crucial for financing green projects, renewable energy, and environmentally responsible businesses. RBI and SEBI have also introduced ESG guidelines for banks and financial institutions. Banks has started to accept the green deposit and practicing green lending too, and trying to become a sustainable banker. Third is future banking. So we are not to live in present every time. We have to see the future also. So future banker represents evolving role of bankers in digital age, where traditional banking is transforming rapidly. We have seen the phases from big brick and mortar banking to the digitized banking. Future banking is shaped by artificial intelligence, automation, chatbots, AI-driven lending decisions, fraud detections are now increasing. Fintech collaborations, partnership with startups for innovative solutions, banks are now working on open banking too. Personalized banking, using big data and AI to offer customized services, तो बैंक वह भी कर रहे हैं और करने का प्रयास भी है, और they are trying to increase themselves into this type of quality. Decentralized finance, adoption of blockchain and cryptocurrencies will be the future. With rapid digitization, the future must adopt UPI, digital lending, AI-driven banking, central bank digital currencies to remain competitive. Banks are upgrading the system to the current needs and to prepare for the future. So nowadays, digital banker is the need of the hour. A digital banker focus using on technology to improve the banking efficiency and accessibility. This includes online and mobile banking, applications, internet banking, cashless transactions, AI and data analytics, automating processes for better customer service, cybersecurity and fraud prevention. So these needs strengthening security in digital transactions. India is witnessing a fintech revolution with UPI, Aadhaar-linked banking, AI-driven risk assessment. Digital banking is very crucial for reaching the rural and urban population efficiently. In the Indian context, A blend of all four approaches is very essential for an inclusive, sustainable, and technological advanced banking system. One approach will not work, being all categories overlap each other, though needs a separate focus. All the fours are required in banking system to address the diverse needs, regulatory compliances, boosting financial inclusion, and encouraging responsible. So banks are changing. Banks have to change to the current needs of the customers. So this is on behalf of the four bankers. So kindly feed me for any my deficiencies. बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद नमस्कार.